Hey everyone, Halloween and Christmas animatronic reviews, and today I'm finally going to be making another review. This time it's on the complete set of the Gemmy Industries 2000 Dancing Ghouls. This is basically Gemmy's take on the dancing rubber character craze, if you want to call it that. Basically, a lot of companies around the late 90s, mid 2000s made these dancing rubber characters. I guess they were kind of popular for a while, but yeah, these are the ones that Gemmy made. I believe they're the only rubber characters like this in this style that they've done. There were supposed to be Christmas ones, but for some reason those ended up not getting released. Kind of a shame because, you know, I think they looked pretty cool and they probably would have been just as good as these guys, but, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, like I said, this is a completed series. I might be the first person to have all four. I'm not sure. There might be one other person that has all of them, but as far as I know, I think I'm the only one to own all four. And this is kind of a hard series to complete because all of the characters that you see here, except for the tree, are pretty hard to find. I'll get into that a little later, but yeah, I don't know. Usually these just don't pop up that often. I have no idea. They were sold at CVS, at least the tree was. That's the only evidence that we have of where they were sold, because the tree is the only one that's been found with the box. I don't know if the others were sold there. I have no clue. I don't think any of the other three have surfaced with a box, like at all. So I'm just gonna assume that the tree was sold at CVS and the others were maybe sold at, I don't know, more obscure places. I want to say that maybe one of these was sold at Eckerd. I could see that for sure. But I don't know, because if they were all sold at CVS, I feel like they would all be pretty, you know, easy to come by. I don't know. It's weird, but yeah. So I guess I'll kind of go into each of the characters individually and how I got them. We'll start with the tree. I got it off of eBay for I want to say like around $30, I guess, which is an okay price for this guy. I mean, he's in good shape. No tears or anything on the rubber. He has the box. I mean, this about. I mean, I'd say it's worth it. So yeah, I don't have too much to say about him. I do like him, despite him being, you know, not really a sought after piece. I still like him. He definitely has some charm to him. I think all these characters do. I really like their designs. So yeah. And then the witch was actually the first one I got. I got her with like, I think it was like some late birthday money for off eBay for like around I want to say like $40. I think it was off How Ugly Are You. This actually came originally from a lot of 2 on, I want to say, I can't remember where it was off the top of my head, but it wasn't on eBay, it wasn't on Mercari, it was on some other website. It wasn't. I don't think it was on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know. It was one of the other ones, but yeah. Basically, there was 2 of these that were up for sale, and you know, it got bought, and then How Ugly Are You decided to sell the extra, and I ended up getting it because, you know, I thought it was cool, and, you know, I wanted to start collecting these. So then the Frankenstein I got a few months ago, again for about $40. I got like all of these for around the same price. I'd say 40 is worth it for these, mainly these 3, because they, you know, they're pretty hard to find. But yeah, he, you know, he's cool, I guess. But the real standout of these is the skeleton. This showed up a few weeks ago on eBay, and I was absolutely mind blown because I had never seen one pop up. And apparently, if I'm correct, I think this is the first one that had surfaced since 2018, and I think that one is like the only reason that people know that this thing exists. So this is the second one to surface, which is pretty crazy, and it's definitely the coolest. It's definitely my favorite. I absolutely love it. The design of it's really neat and appealing. It looks like it has the same design kind of as the candy bowl that came out the same year, but I think this one looks much better. Yeah. All of these came in working order. I didn't really have to like fix these. There's only two problems I had. Is the try me button for the witch had come off. The wires had torn, so I resoldered that and I screwed it back on the base, and it works fine. And the Frankenstein, his head bracket was misplaced, so it was out of its wherever it's supposed to connect. So all I had to do was open him up and just reattach it, and he worked good as new. These are pretty easy to fix. All you do is there's like a ring around the base. You unscrew it, then you just take off the rubber, and you have clear access to like everything. It is a little tedious to try and get the screws lined up properly when you have to put it back, because there's rubber in the way, and you have to get it like exact. But it's nothing too bad. So yeah, I guess I can show you the trees box. I'd assume that all of them, all their boxes would be basically the same thing. Says animated dancing ghouls, I swing and sway to the music, try me, squeeze my foot, sound activated, animated, ages 8 and up. There's a CVS sticker, $10, pretty cheap. Same thing on the side, and there's the back. It just has battery information, and it says the song. Pretty cool. I do hope that sometime one of these other characters surfaces with the box. If so, I might have to get one. Just because I don't know. I'm that kind of person that if I have an item but it doesn't have the box, and it's one that I really want with the box, and one shows up, I'm tempted to get it. So, who knows? But yeah, I think I've talked about these guys for long enough. I guess I can go ahead and demonstrate them all for you. I'll start with the tree and go to the skeleton. The tree sings da da da. It's it's fine. I think it works for the tree. It's definitely overused for the time, but all these audios are pretty overused. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, I'll play the tree.
Happy Halloween. Oh, trick or treat. You rang? I want some candy. Oh, 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 oh. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da.
And then the witch, she plays Evil Ways, like all the other witches that were released this year. So, yeah.
Lord knows you got to change.
Frankenstein sings "I'm Your Boogeyman." And then the skeleton plays "Putting on the Ritz."
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Feeling like $1 million trooper. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper. Come, let's mix where Rockefeller walk with sticks. Umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz.
So yeah, that's what they do. So yeah, that's the Gemmy Industries Rubber Dancing Ghouls, the complete set. Really cool to see all 4 of these in the same room in person. I believe this is the first time that has ever been done. So that's pretty neat. If you have any info on where these were sold, I would really appreciate knowing. Again, CVS is like the only store that's confirmed, and that's only for the tree. So I will say that the tree, the witch, and the Frankenstein did appear in a Sunstar catalog. It was discovered like a year ago, but the skeleton doesn't for some reason. And I highly doubt he was released, a separate year. So I don't know, but maybe that could potentially be where the witch and Frankenstein were sold, as well as the tree. But maybe these are like online items. That's kind of interesting. That would definitely explain why these are so hard to come by. Because I mainly the online items from like the early 2000s are pretty hard to come by. There's also some other really rare pieces in that catalog, like the Gemmy vulture, that thing, as well as the Raven that came out that year. So definitely some really cool pieces that are shown in there. But enough rambling about that. That was it for the review. I hope you enjoyed. I have more videos coming out. Hopefully some more completed series to show off. Maybe a collection video in the future, as well as some really cool life sizes I think you guys will like. But yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye.